Are we live? I think we are. How's it going, Tooties and Fritters? Hey, Tootie. How you doing? How's it going? Just playing with my StreamYard. Watching the race. Woo. Hey, Christina. How's it going? Woohoo. We're going to open this little bad boy. Super excited. It's Iron Dog Race Week. Hey, Carol and Bill King. Mopar Bill. How's it going? Woohoo. 1AX. Hey, Richard Elmore. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me. I'm super excited today. Iron Dog Racers are in McGrath. They're taking their big layover for the big finish tomorrow. Woohoo! So excited. Love Iron Dog. They're booking this year. Holy moly, they're booking. All right. So this little box here, I ordered this subscription box, Mindful Souls, when I found out I had leukemia. And so each month I get a box, and this is a present to myself. Like, this is my present to myself. So every month I get a new box, and it always has something different in it, which is really awesome. It's really cool. So if you're interested in this stuff, hi Stacy Cox. It's Mindful Soul. I have it upside down. Mindful Souls. It's good stuff. So let's open this. So try and do this without spilling it all over. Okay. Woo, see the presentation. Oh, pretty nice, huh? Pretty nice. Texas Jack, hey. So right here, it gives you a little card and gives you a little quote on it, which says you have to be willing to look at your darkness in order to see the light. Ooh, shadow work. Love it. Everybody needs to work on our shadow work. So inside, it'll show you a little bit of what you've got in your box. And then on the back, gives you a little nice saying here. Mindfulness is a key to self-love. Here at Mindful Souls, we want to help you become a better version of yourself, happier, healthier, and more fulfilled. At the core of what we do lies a very simple truth. By showing yourself the love you deserve, you're teaching the rest of the world how to love you. Isn't that nice? Hey, Stacy Cox, slipping in the Slim Jim. Donald Fuller, hey. And then, as you open it up, ta-da! There's another little mantra in here for you. Nice presentation card. It says right here, your affirmation for inner power. My actions create constant prosperity. Woohoo! We can all use a lot of prosperity, huh? Tough times going on right now. So here we go. You look inside the box. Beautiful presentation. They give you a sticker. Each box comes with a different sticker each month. Love that. There we go. Let's see what we got. Okay. First things first. They come in these cute little bags. So if you like gifting, these bags are awesome. They're really awesome because I like to gift things and then like tie them onto the tree or leave them in a crack in the rocks or something like that and make my offerings. And I say my prayers. Ooh. Oh, wow. Can you see this? It's a turtle and a heron. And I know there's something awesome with this. It's an incense holder. Oh, awesome. Oh, I like that. The crane and the turtle are the ultimate symbols of friendship and cooperation. According to the legend, when a great flood swept the land, the turtle allowed the crane to rest on its back, saving it from death. In return, when a great drought arrived, the crane carried the turtle to a lake untouched by the devastation. And this incense holder add this incense holder to your manifestation rituals when you're seeking to rebuild friendships or find help in life. Isn't that neat? It's pretty cool. It's very, very beautiful. It's not like really fragile. It's pretty stout. Nice. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Oh boy. Do you guys like baths? Woohoo! A fizzy wild cherry bath bomb. Look at that sucker. That thing's huge. Pretty cool. Hey, Richard Elmore. Ooh, it smells like a cherry. Yummy. Ooh, that's going to be nice. It looks like they got some Himalayan salt in there. Nice. Let's see what that says. Cherry bath bomb. Turn your bath time into a ritual of self-love. Fill your bath with warm water, light some candles, dim the lights, and treat yourself like the goddess you are. Aromatherapy is one of the best ways you can relax after a difficult day, and the beautiful notes of wild cherry will help you feel refreshed and beautiful. Woohoo! Oh, that sounds nice. Okay, let's look at our next bag. These are really nice. They're like a canvas bag, actually. It's pretty cool. These are really awesome. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. They put a little dab on there so the tip doesn't break. Hi, Richard. Wow, strawberry quartz crystal point. Look at that. Nice. Like its lighter sister, rose quartz, the strawberry crystal is a magnet for universal love. Oh, we need a lot of that right now in the world. Incorporate this crystal point into your rituals to manifest affection and passion into your life. In turn, the feeling of love will help you gain a sense of personal importance, enabling you to conquer your fears and withstand any daily obstacles. There you go. Hi, Judy. Strawberry quartz, crystal point. Nice. Don't mind my cat. She gets the zoomies when I go through my boxes. Okay. And what do we got here? Oh, wow. Look at that. Incense cones. Rose. Wow. Nice. Let's see if I can get it open without exploding it. Better not be one of those little snakes in the jar. Could you imagine? Pop. Backflow incense cones. Oh. Stop. Okay. I gotta see. Oh, they're just in a bag. Ooh, gosh, they smell good. Tasty. Okay, backflow. Oh man, that makes it look like here, I'll show you. Like it's like a wispy little waterfall. Yeah, nice. Okay, here's our other little baggie. This one's a bigger bag. Let's see. These are nice little bags. You like to gift them to your friends. Oh, good, Judy. Let's see here. Oh, I love these. Another bracelet. Yay. Woo. Oh, wow. Hey, Shanji. Darkwoods. Hey, welcome. We're going through my Mindful Souls box. So this bracelet is African Bloodstone bracelet. Not only is African Bloodstone valued for its intricate patterns, but it is also known to be the stone of abundance. Yes, it's what the world needs right now. Wear this bracelet if you want to attract wealth and spiritual happiness. Oh, everybody can need a whole huge dose of that. Bloodstone can also aid in increasing courage to pursue your goals and dreams and remove spiritual blocks that make you feel stuck in one place. Well, I'll just rub it all over. There goes my cat. A little zoomy. Okay, what's next? All right. Here's another little baggie. Like I said, if you like gifting, like, you know, I like to make offerings and stuff, and I'll just tie this onto a branch, like I said, or leave it in the cracks and crevices of rocks. And sometimes I leave really neat things in there. So if someone finds it, it's like a little present for them, you know, pretty cool stuff. Hey, Lester Taylor, how's it going? Girly stuff. Well, not all girly stuff. It's not all girly stuff. Ooh. Oh, wow. Can you, let me see if I can get that. There we go. Look at that. They always, oh, wow. They always try and send you a raw crystal or mineral. What do we got here? Pink Tourmaline. As the stone of love and compassion and self-care, pink tourmaline is especially helpful when you're trying to find or mend a romantic relationship. Adding this pink stone to your rituals can help you find self-love and strength to open your heart to new, pleasant experiences. Oh boy, the world could definitely use a lot of that. I don't know if you can see the pink in it. It really comes out like the greens, but there's pink in there. Awesome. Awesome. Well, there you go, tubers and footers. And then what you're left with here is that. And you could use this like we did last month out on the beach for the fire. You can have your prayers and say your prayers. And there you go, tubers and footers. That's our Mindful Souls for the month. Sweet. Awesome. So now, let's talk Iron Dog. Ooh, oh my gosh. Hey, Mark Stillwagon, have you guys checked out the race poll? Let me put on my Iron Dog cap. Oh, see, Iron Dog. Yeah, they are booking. They are flat out booking this year. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you some stories. So they have a Kotzebue loop, which they go from Nome up into Kotzebue, you know, and they made that loop in one day. Talking over 700 miles on a snow machine in winter storm, in gnarly weather, horrible terrain, crossing water, the whole 9 yards. Going 700 miles in a comfy vehicle is a difficult haul. Imagine it. Oh, woo! Love it. I'm so excited. And Team 7, they come into McGrath last night. Hot! They are so far ahead. All they have to do is just keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean. Go Team CC. So excited. I love the Iron Dog. It's an awesome race. Sadly, the only woman in the race this year, her sled burnt to the ground. To the ground. She was 30 miles outside of the checkpoint, and that feeling of how alone you are out there really set in. She's still processing all of it because they couldn't do anything. They had a winter storm, and so the wind that was hauling down the river just kept igniting the flames, and before you knew it, it was burnt to the ground. There's literally just a pile left. Of course, she's devastated. I'm devastated for her too. I was really excited for her. She ran a clean race. Boy, whew, she came into McGrath clean. Well done. Well done. That says a lot because you've got to get through a lot of terrain to get to McGrath on the first night. And they did it, and they did it clean. And so I was really excited for them. And her partner, Jake, they're best friends. And so, they just kept going and going and going. And all of a sudden, they were about, 30 miles outside of, was it Galena? And her sled caught fire. And they were trying to get snow on it, and just chucking all the snow as much as they can to try and get the flames out. But you've got too much fuel and plastics and stuff, and that wind caught it, and it just went up in flames. And so that's just a devastating thing, And that's the thing about the Iron Dog. It's not, you could feel like you could get through that race, but you've still got to get your machine through that race. You've still got to get your partner, there's a lot that has to go out there. And so just getting to the finish line is quite a feat. I hope they return. I'm really excited. She's got an impressive racing resume. So I really do hope they return. At least, they learned a lot. They're from out of state. So even being out of state, they accomplished a lot. I mean, that's something to be said. They crossed the Denali mountain range on snow machines. I mean, how many people can say they did that? So, I'm still excited for her, and I hope she's not too bummed out because they did a good thing. They really did. They accomplished a lot. So a couple years ago, we couldn't pull it out. Oh, Donald. Oh, yeah, it is really that sinking feeling, There was the year that Missy and I ran, one of the factory racers, Flying Brian, was in the field that year. And while he was out there racing with Scott Davis, he realized just how critical it is for those sleds to make it from point A to point B between those checkpoints, because there's nothing out there. There's no house for you to go to. There's no, there's nowhere to get help. You're very remote. And when he broke down, and like he said, he saw Scott's taillight just fading into the distance, and that sinking feeling of, whoa, I'm out here, way out here, far removed from society. It really, he brought that back to Arctic Cat and said, look, we got to make these sleds last. These people count on them out there. And so a lot of huge strides are made each year from the Iron Dog. The Iron Dog supplies a lot of research and development and all sorts of things for the factories, for shocks, for all sorts of different parts and pieces. And so a lot comes out of the race. It's not just a race, there's a lot that actually does play out into everyday builds of snow machines. And so that's pretty cool to see, is how all the manufacturers look to this race to see what their sleds can do. And so it's a big deal to have, like they had 8 and 8, 8 Polaris and 8 Skidoo in the race. So that's a big deal. That says a lot for these brands to be able to make that race. They're doing over 2,000. They're going over 2,600 miles now. The race is, when Missy and I did it, it was 2,000 miles. They're doing it now. They've added the Kotzebue Loop, which is another 600 plus miles to the race. So they're going over 2,600 miles in less than a week. That's a lot of abuse to put on a snow machine and a body. But man, oh my gosh, they look good this year. The trail looks fast and clean. Those sleds look like a shine show right now. It's pretty awesome. I'm super excited. I'm so excited. So tomorrow morning will be the daylight finish. Hey, Sandra Piper. And so we'll get to see the teams come in. South Anchorage High School will be doing their live feed again. So I will definitely be on the feed, chatting it up and cheering all the teams on. I always cheer for pretty much every team. Every team that enters the race, I am cheering them on, because just to pull up to the start is an accomplishment. Not many people can say they've done the Iron Dog, and so it's a field of a slim few. And, I'm always cheering them on, because half the field every year doesn't finish. That's how brutal the race is. So it's pretty awesome to watch. Hey, Mark Stillwagon. So I'm really excited. I wonder, I can try, let's see. I haven't used all this StreamYard stuff, but it would be fun to kind of go through this. So tomorrow I'm going to work with this a little bit more and play with this a little bit. So tomorrow during the race, I'm going to try and go live while the race is going on and walk people through. I've been meaning to do it. I just haven't had the courage to do it. But here I am. Here we are. We're doing it. So I'm really excited. There's so much going on in the world right now. We've got Ukraine being invaded, and that's right next door, to Alaska. And the Iron Doggers are out there racing. They have no idea pretty much what's going on. They're just hyper focused on trying to get through there. So if you go on Facebook, you can join the Iron Dog group. I highly recommend it. You check out the posts in there. You get to see live videos. People are out there posting all the live feeds when they're coming into the villages. It's really awesome to see. It really is. There's nothing like it in the world. You also get to watch the snow machiners. All these Iron Doggers are wrenching on their sleds on the clock. That, I'm telling you, Gnome Garage, that, if you like wrenching and watching mechanics in action, that's the thing to watch. That's quite a show, because they're in there, they're on the clock. So every second counts, and they are making the most out of everything. And they can do full on swap outs of suspensions and all sorts of stuff. Well, they can't fully swap out their whole suspension, but you can see them swapping out shocks and everything. It's amazing. So if you ever get a chance, go back and watch the videos. They're still up. Again, they're on South Anchorage High School. They're the ones that are posting the live feeds. So Climb and South Anchorage High School are the sponsors for the live feeds for the Iron Dog this year. Hey, Dave Stewart, how's it going? Woo! Yeah, Ukraine is scary. We just got to put out a lot of really good vibes out there. There's a lot of ugliness and heaviness in the world right now. And so, the more happiness and joy we share, it's just that much better. I posted earlier in the beginning of the year that to spend at least just a moment each day thinking of positive things and putting out some good, positive vibrations. And our thoughts are powerful. They really are. They always say to keep a close eye on your thoughts. And, that energy transmutes out. And so, if you're getting a lot of ugliness in, don't send it back out as ugliness. Take that ugliness and go, you know what? Okay, I see you. I see you for who you are. And I recognize the pain you're dealing with. And I choose to transmute this ugliness into something beautiful and send it upward. We don't have to hold on to the ugliness that people send our way. There's a lot of evil eye out there, and a lot of people, just very burned out in the world, and we're kind of at a place where we know we could do better, and we're just kind of a little restless because we're at a growing point. And I believe we'll all get through it. We will. It's just we really have to focus on thinking positive and looking towards positive solutions, actual solutions, because solutions are out there. We just need to choose them. It's all about choice. The Hopi prophecy, they've talked about humanity gets to make these choices in our life. And I believe we are that generation. We're here at this time. We are all living at this moment in life to make these choices, and they're critical choices. They seem like, each day can get, monotonous, and just, why are we here? That is a question we really need to ask more and often. Why are we here? Not to just rinse and repeat the ugliness. We've got to do something better. And I really believe that. And that's what I like to focus on, is positive things, positive change, looking towards the future, finding absolute solutions. When I approach my politicians with my complaints, I don't just give them complaints. I actually provide them with a solution to, resolve the issue. Because we can always throw out our complaints, but if we're not thinking of actual solutions, then we're just part of the noise, and we don't need to make any more noise out there. There's enough out there. We need some good resonance. Hi, Woo Woo. Want to come say hi? Hi, it's Woo. Hi, Woo. The tubers and footers say hi. She's doing good. No, Woo Woo. She's still, she had that stroke. And so she's still dealing with hearing issues and sight. But she's hanging in there like a tough old little girl. So how is everybody else doing out there today? What you up to today on this Friday? Woo woo, yeah, there's Woo Woo. Oh, what is going on with Leon? I've only seen little spits and spats. I don't know, and I'm not sure if we can even share it here, but I hope he's okay. I really do. It's yeah, I'm dealing with leukemia, and I've got AML, and so the relapse for AML is super high. It's over 80%, and so right now my white blood count is a bit off, and it's been off for the past. Oh goodness, he's in the ICU. Okay, all right, let's send him some good positive vibes, and let's light him some incense. Let's do that. You know what? We've got this one right here that we just got too. Let's say a prayer for Leon and everyone else out there. We've got people in the Ukraine that are needing some positive healing and love their way as well. Ooh. That smells good. This will be good. It's good stuff. We're sending out good stuff here. Right? Let's think good, positive things. Send lots of love and healing. Let's put our good healing crystals up here. Let's get this one. Here you go, Leon. Here we go, Leon. Oh, we got to bring our little, right? For our friendship. All our tubers and footers. We're all friends, right? Doesn't matter what camp we believe. We're all friends. We're in this together. We all want the same thing, right? That's right. Let's focus on that. So here we go. Think really good, positive, healing thoughts for our friend Leon. Anybody that needs this is for you too. Let's just spread some love and healing for the world, because the whole world needs it right now. The whole world is hurting. We're all connected. There's this universal consciousness. So we are all feeling this heaviness that is dealing with the world right now. And so the more we put out the good, positive love and that solution finding, healing, we can drown out the shadows. The shadows, doing shadow work is very important. Carl Jung teaches us how to do the shadow work, and he walks us through step by step. And it's really important that we learn to look within and recognize the shadows in ourselves, because once we recognize our own shadow, we can accept it, love it for who it is and the lessons that it teaches us, and embrace it and connect it and become whole and become one unified being. And then we can see the shadow in others, and then we're not so afraid of it because we can recognize it for what it is. The brightest lights cast shadows. So, we've got a lot of prayers out there, a lot of healing. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the world. So let's focus on the good. You know what? We can do a footy dance. We can do the footy dance. Yeah. It's awesome. So tonight, I'm going to join Bigfoot Odyssey for tonight's Friday night encounters. That's going to be fun. It'll be Mark Zasky and I. That ought to be entertaining, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty excited. You doing laundry? Hi, Sandra Piper. It's Friday. Fridays are awesome. Everybody feels good on Fridays. You want to see what I got? Okay. Now, Oh, thank you, Texas Jack. Sometimes I wonder, I had to really stop my bobblehead when I first started. Yeah, that was fun. So I've got Pop Rocks. Oh, look at that. Pop Rocks. But the good kind. The adult version of Pop Rocks. That's ought to be fun, don't you think? I'm thinking it will be. Should I try some now? I don't know. And make my mouth foam. Watermelon dynamites. Well, there you go. Exploding candy that sizzles in your mouth. Sounds like a good time. I gotta try it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, two birds and footers. What do we got to lose? Just our dignity. I already lost mine a long time ago, so, well, there you go. Oh. Well. Oh, wow. It comes with a spoon, two birds and footers. It comes with a spoon. Because you're an adult. You're not a kid. You can't just... Pop Rocks with soda. Okay, here we go. Can you hear it? Hey, Papa Sheep. Hey, Papa Craig. Oh, sorry. I suck at this. Look. It's the adult version. Well, gag me with a spoon. You're so funny, Papa. Give Nana some loves. Hi, Nana. Ooh. What's in the adult version that's not in the kids version? THC. The green magical plant. Okay, let's try another scoop of these bad boys. All right. They're not as poppy. Woo! They're potent. Well, wow. There. See? Now I'm seeing Bigfoot. Yes. Mikey. That's right. On the Life cereal. What? He died from a combo of soda and Pop Rocks? Oh. Wow. Oh, look who just showed up. It's Willow. Say hi, Mimo. Look at that look. Savagery. Pure savagery going on. She's being a beast. Hush, Beamer. What's happening? So what are we doing today? Tubers and footers? Oh, we also have a convoy. The Freedom Convoy going. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on in the world right now. We need a lot of good healing loves sent out all over. See, you saw it here live. You eat these Pop Rocks. Oh, let's get that. See the Pop Rocks? And you start seeing things. Maybe you can dance. Let's get down to boogie, baby. All right. Okay. So they're holding all the teams over. Oh, thanks, Darkwoods. I'm super goofy. I'm a total goofball. So let's see where the teams are and what is happening. Let's see what's going on. Tubers and footers, I just cannot even take it anymore. I'm so excited. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's another thing. So, whoo, yeah, I may potentially have a new sponsor if I so desire. If I could ever race again, I would love to. Okay, let's see here. Ready? Oh my gosh. So there you go, tubers and footers. Let's see. There's our top teams right there. 1 and 2. All right. Team CC. These are good guys right here too. Morgan and Olds. Good guys. These are all good guys. Iron Doggers are awesome. They're just awesome. There's a lot of champs right there. They are booking. They are flat out booking. Can you see the mileage on there? And they're not finished yet. Wow. They're on there. Oh, baby. Oh, What is happening? They're already moving. I thought they were going to hold over in McGrath. Nope, they're booking. They're on the way out of Marone. What? They're supposed to finish tomorrow, so I'm going to assume they're going to hold over in Squantina and just blast straight to the finish. Pow! I swear, they've got a rocket strapped between their legs. I'm pretty positive that's what's happening this year. I'm pretty positive that's what's happening. Has any sled ever impacted a moose out there? During the race? Not that I recall. Training? Yes. During the race? No, not that I remember. But during training, yes. And one year there's a race called Pikes to Nanana, and it's a really fast run, and that's in the Fairbanks area. And our friend James LaChapelle was running our race sled, and sadly they were allowing the racers to go back and forth on the trail for practice and training, and sadly they had a head-on, and that is how we lost James LaChapelle. Rest in peace. So whenever I see racing going back and forth on the same trail, it makes me a little nervous. But when I posed the question to Iron Dog, because they do have that Kotzebue loop where they are running back and forth on the same trail, Mike Morgan, which is in second place, he responded and said that it's wide open. It's wide open. So, and it's hard to, like, when you're looking at some of the racers, like the video I shared of Tyson just ripping through the trails. Now, that is not sped up at all. That is real time. That's how fast he's going. Those boys, they grew up on those trails. They know those trails like the back of their hands. And so he can rip that trail just over 100 miles an hour. And you can see those trees are just whipping past him. One false move and he could die. That's those sleds are booking. But the beauty of the Iron Dog is that's why they have all the safety involved. No one has died on the Iron Dog. So they keep it really tight. Their safety is number one. They do not mess around. So when you go up in the other upper northern regions of Alaska, like where that Kotzebue Loop is, there's really no trees up there, so it's not. So when I'm thinking they're going, head on a trail, no, there's no trees. So it's wide open, tundra. Yeah. All right. I know he's moving he's probably one of the fastest racers out there. Definitely, hands down. So his best friend is in the lead right now. Usually Tyler and Tyson run together. And so, every once in a while they switch it up, but those two, that's how fast they ride. They are fast. Keeping up with those boys is whoo-wee. It's a work. You're riding a bucking bull, man. Just like you can't see it because you've got his helmet view. Like he's got his GoPro mounted on top of his helmet. You're looking down over this, over his helmet, and so you can see his skis out there, but you're not watching his body like just taking that abuse. Just and those sleds sucking up those shocks. Team CC, they don't mess around. They do not mess around. That is one thing that Corey does without fail. He dials in those suspensions perfectly. So it's pretty awesome. So if you haven't had a chance to check out, I posted a video on my community tab. Tyson Johnson, who is an Iron Dog champion, he's fast. He's making a practice run, and you got to check it out. Again, it is not sped up at all. That is real time. So buckle up and hold on, because you're going to be like, he's booking. It's awesome. It's really awesome. What's really neat, though, is that section of the trail that he's showing is just around where we found those tracks. So it gives you kind of a good idea of what's out there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Swamps and nothingness and little like stick trees. They're like nothing. The trees up there are not, when you get into southern Alaska, you get some real trees, but up there they're kind of like, I don't know, chimney sweeps. Hey, Claude, how's it going? Dave Stewart. Yeah, no, I'm not doing soda with my Pop Rocks. I'll just do my Pop Rocks all by themselves. Back in 73, got a demo Yamaha fit. Oh, that won the world championships at Yellowstone. My word. Oh, boy. Yeah. Those things were loud, super loud, right? Oh my gosh. My dad got a Yami screamer, and let me tell you, that thing was a screamer. Good times. I'm so excited, you guys. So excited. I cannot believe they're moving already. Blah, blah, blah. I'm blown away. So they're taking, let's see, we've got 6 teams out of McGrath already. So team 12 is on their 13-hour layover in McGrath. Wow. So Shane Barber, another good guy. They're headed out of Poorman. Now, Poorman in the section of the trail, Missy and I didn't know when Missy and I started the Iron Dog, February 18th, 2001. Any of NASCAR fans will remember that date, potentially, because that's the day we lost Dale Earnhardt. I had no idea. that was going on. And I idolized Dale Earnhardt. I loved just his passion for racing and how he just refused to give up and absolutely didn't take anyone's crap. And so at the start, everybody, that knew what had happened kept telling everybody, don't let her know, don't let her know, don't let her know. So when I was starting the Iron Dog, I had no idea that Dale Earnhardt had just passed away. And so when we pulled into Nikolai, the checker came out and he had a number 3 hat on. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot my Dale Earnhardt hat. Let me have your hat. I'll take it all the way to Fairbanks. And I was, telling him, I'll ride it all the way to Fairbanks. And he said, this hat will never leave my head again. And the way he said it I don't know, it just made me pause. Now we're on the clock. We're filling up our sleds. Missy's over here to the side, right? And now Missy knows. She knew what was going on. So she's doing this number, telling him, like, don't say a thing. Don't tell her. And he wasn't cluing in to what was happening. And I started going on and on. Oh, I love Dale. He's my favorite racer and blah, 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 blah. And he said, you don't know, do you? You don't know. I go, no, what? Like, Dale Earnhardt died. And I was like, what? Shut up. That's not even freaking funny, dude. I got mad. And Missy, like, I could see her out of the corner of my eye. Like, she's doing all this stuff. And I just kind of froze. Like, it just shocked me. Like, I was just stunned. Absolutely stunned. And I was seriously just froze like this. Next thing I know, whack! Missy smacks me upside the helmet. Let's go. I'm like, okay. And we took off, right? And I led a lot of the fast runs. Missy broke trail like amazing. And so we had our skills that we worked out, and it didn't matter who was leading or, it was just get us to the finish. And so that section of trail was pretty fast. So I was in the lead, and the tears were just streaming down my face, just pouring. And I'm sitting here going, if he could die racing, what the hell am I doing out here? Like, it just struck me that moment. Like, what do I think I'm doing? If Dale Earnhardt can die, what am I doing out here on the Iron Dog Trail? It was just this weird moment. And as we were whipping through, hauling butt, I could see the snow dust up ahead. And I was like, oh, it's another team. So I kind of got excited, like, okay, we're going to pass. I'm going to pass this team. I'm going to pass this team. And as I was seeing the snow dust, it's like there's no tail light. Ooh, their tail light's out. That's not good, because you can't, if your tail lights are out, you can't move on past the next checkpoint. So I'm like, ooh, we've got him. Hey, Amy. And so as we're coming up, I'm coming up and I can see this snow dust just building and building. And then as I get up, it's a wolf. Shit you not, people. A lone wolf is just hauling ass, just ripping down that trail. And I am like, what is happening right now? And it was one of those moments, hey, Gary Spikes, that, I get goosebumps. It was just one of those moments. It was so profound. And I just whoo, eased up on that wolf. And we were running side by side. I shit you not. Me and this wolf side by side. And I'm looking at that wolf just going, this is freaking awesome. This is the most awesome moment of my life right here, right now. This is happening. And I was just in this moment. And me and that wolf, like the wolf was looking at me and we're looking eye to eye. And I'm just feathering that throttle. Just, I don't want to go too fast and I don't want to go too slow. Like we're just neck and neck with this. And he is just full sprint. It was so incredible. And I just had this moment to just reach out and touch it. Oh my God. I couldn't resist it. So I reached out to touch it and I slowed down just as I was doing it. And he whipped out right in front of my sled. And I barely got my hand back on the bar to grab all the brake I could. And I didn't hit him, but I thought I did. And I thought I clipped the wolf. But he tromped off and he was sitting up on the bank and we just sat there looking at each other. And I was just in awe. It was just in awe. And it was like, all I could think of was like Dale Earnhardt. It was so awesome though. It was so awesome. And here comes Missy and I'm like, did you see that? Oh my God, did you see that? Did you see that? She's like, see what? I'm like, the wolf. And she's like, shut up. Get on your... I didn't see anything. I'm like, oh my God, it was so awesome. It was amazing. It was one of those moments. So after we finished the race, I wrote Dale Earnhardt's family and told them that whole story because it was so amazing. It was so incredible. And it inspired me to just kick it up and keep going. Don't let it get you down, and, it was just one of those moments, though, where you kind of have that, what the hell am I doing? I mean, if an icon like that could die racing, what is my stupid ass doing out here? So it was really, there's so much happened on that trail, and there were so many incredible moments. And, I've never really told our stories. We've never really talked about the Iron Dog. Missy and I just did it. And I'd always planned on going back and returning. When I signed up in 2002 with a different partner and it didn't turn out and it didn't work out and we didn't even get to start, it was really tough, because I was really adamant about being a woman's team. I had plenty of other guys to run with. There was plenty of dudes that would have ran with me. But I was adamant to get a women's team on that podium. And so, I just was hyper-focused that I only wanted to run with a woman. And so I asked every girl I knew that rode snow machines, literally every single girl. And they all were like, no, I don't know. First they'd say, oh yeah, let's do it. And then they'd kind of back out. And so it was tough. It was really, really tough. And so when I was having surgery on my back, and that was before we knew I had leukemia. So I went through a bunch of back surgeries and we had no idea I had leukemia. Had we known I had leukemia, I don't think I probably wouldn't have had nearly as many back surgeries that I had. And so, while I was dealing with a major back surgery in Montana, it seemed like right after I was out of commission, every single girl that I asked tried to run the Iron Dog. It was one of those things where I didn't know how to take it. Like, it hurt. It hurt deeply. It hurt very deeply. And these were friends of mine, and while I was in Montana going through surgery, two of my very closest friends in snow machining, they ran the trail class without me, with another woman, and it hurt. It hurt deeply. I wasn't sure how to deal with those emotions, because I was dealing with surgery, medicated, and then watching them doing the Iron Dog without me. And it was really brutal. It was really tough. But I don't hold a grudge. I don't see the necessary. I don't see why it's such a waste of time, and time is so precious. Sure, I could have hated them. I could have never spoke to them again. But why? We're great friends. We're all still great friends. And so I think there's a lot to be learned. I could have easily been jealous and envious and held on to those ugly emotions, but I chose not to. I chose to be happy for them. And so they went on to be the first women's team to finish the trail class. Good for them. Really happy for them, really proud of them. And I asked each one of them to run the Iron Dog with me, but so it's one of those tough things. And after it was all said and done, and I sat down with a couple of them, personally asked them, what was going on? Is it me? Was it me? Like, they're like, no, we were just intimidated. And that was a shocker for me, because I don't think of myself as anything more than anyone else. And so when they were like, we're just whoa, wait a minute. No. And so it was, instead of being an ugly thing, it was an honor thing. Like they just felt like they didn't want to hold me back, and it was like, no, wait, no, I asked you because I believe in you. Like there's no, it was just one of those moments where I think if people actually communicate some more and actually take the time to find out what's going on in each other's minds, you might find out something a little different than what you may have assumed or speculated. And it could even make those bonds even stronger, make you friends even longer, So it's important to make sure you share, all those. You just never know. You never know. I don't like to assume or speculate what someone is thinking about me. I'd rather ask. And, I've been been called out many times for being the one to point out the big, giant, fat, pink elephant in the room. Why not? Life's too short and it's precious. Let's not waste it on stupid stuff, right? Pyro, if you ask me hard questions, smoke comes out of my ears. Let me turn off the smoke detector. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about the hard questions because I find that amusing. Okay, I'm just going to say something. There's a group of people that are like, oh, you have to be able to ask the hard questions. You got to be able to ask the hard questions. And then they get asked the hard questions and shut the hell down. What is that all about? It has to be able to go both ways. Right? It should be able to go both ways. If you think you're going to be asking hard questions and, I should be able to ask the hard questions. Well, when I come at you with some soft questions, you shouldn't fold. Just saying. Just a thought. You know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what you got, Texas Jack? I think holding a grudge affects your mental health, and your mental health can affect your physical health. I made myself very sick when Chewy, my dog, passed. Oh, Texas Jack. I'm sorry, bud. But you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Holding a grudge, it builds these crystallized, hard, crap inside your body, So you got to be able to talk it out, and that's what makes really good friends is being able to have those conversations and sometimes being able to look in the mirror at yourself and say, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And what is the outcome you expect? Sometimes those are questions we won't ask ourselves, and we just do stupid things and without, reflecting on that. And I think it's so important Sorry to hear about Chewy. Peaceful journey, Chewy. Chewbarca. I don't know where I heard that, but it was a cute name, Chewbarca, for a dog. Yeah, I'm so excited though for the race. Where are they at now? So Booth, we got Team 24. That is a father-son team, and the son is 16 years old. There is some stories on the trail, you guys. I am telling you, the Iron Dog is packed with awesome stories. You know, determination, will, and determination. I love it, Iron Dogger. Can I use that name? What name? My name? What name? Chewbarca? Oh, Chewbarca. It's not mine. I don't know where I heard it from. It's someone else's. So yeah, go for it. Yeah, our dogs are our family, you know, and dogs are the one species that are so genuinely happy to see you. You come home, you could have the most crappiest day on the planet, and you come home and guess who's happy to see you? That's a gift from God right there. That's a gift. You know, they're companions. They're true companions. I'm sorry, Texas Jack. That's a heavy loss. We're all here for you. We're all here for you. How's your build going? You still working on the bus to get it to Alaska? That'll be a good trip. Oh my gosh. So we are in the process of buying a new boat for Bristol Bay. Oh! Oh! Bristol Bay. It's awesome, but oh my gosh, the volumes of money that goes out in that bay, huh, Papa Craig? Whew. Yeah. So we are in the process of buying another Bristol Bay boat. You guys will be out there this summer. This was the first summer they've had off in quite some time. So this last summer, we've been, you know, we worked on getting that shop built out at the property so we can get it all leased out, you know. Diversify. Don't want all your eggs in one basket, right? Pyro. I had a dog so ugly, I named him Chupa, short for Chupacabra. He was a good dog. I came up with this funny, like, I don't know what you would call it, but I call it the Chewbacca Cabra. The Chewbacca Cabra. How many boats now? Well, this will be our fourth. Yeah. We were going to buy the Time Bandit and actually get a tender this year. We actually almost bought the Time Bandit. We came very close. But they're having such a hard time finding crews to put on those tenders. I can't even imagine. So we waited on that. Still working also. Also, I didn't mean to bring the room down, but thank you everyone for the condolences. We love you, Texas Jack. When someone's hurting or someone needs love, we're all here. That's what this community is really amazing at, is helping one another and talking through it. You know, you guys move from chat to chat to chat to chat, and you know, I try and join as much as possible. I miss it. I used to be there a lot. And that's like its own little community, you know. Right, Papa? Right? That's what I was saying. That's when I asked you, hey, you want to run a tender? That's what I was talking about. Yeah, we were gonna buy the Time Bandit. You're looking at it. Yeah, I know, right? We had a lot of plans. Well, we'll see. We've got plans, but we would love to get a tender. That is in the works, so we will eventually get there. That'll be fun. So that's why I fiercely defend Bristol Bay against Pebble Mine. Oh my gosh. Whoo, man. Ooh. I would not have wanted to be Pebble Mine a few years ago when I was on them like our governor, the governor of Alaska, Dunleavy. Oh man, I was on him. Vicious, straight out vicious. But hey, I'm defending my son's future and I'm defending the future of our planet. Bristol Bay is the last and the only fully natural salmon spawning habitat left on the planet. It's the only one left. And they want to go and screw it up by putting in some stupid mine. Give me a break. And what they were wanting to do with that mine and the overflow and everything, and we're talking in an area that has earthquakes. Brilliant. I mean, come on, really? I don't know. I get so frustrated that with all we have at our disposal, it seems like we are just hell-bent on rinsing and repeating catastrophic failures while expecting different results without recognizing the insanity of it all. So, how's that go? If you put pretty girls on a tender, you buy a lot of fish. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, it'd be nice though to have a tender, and then I don't want to give up what our plans are, but yeah, it'd be great. Don't you think? I think so. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Dave. That wolf encounter is one of those moments in my life that I often dream of it too. Like I bring it back and I can see that snow dust kicked up and just looking into that wolf's eyes. I'm telling you, when you look into a wild animal's eyes and you lock and you have that moment, it's like when people say they look into a whale's eyes. There's just so much more there, It's incredible. And it really brings home that universal consciousness. We're all connected. They keep saying that. All the yogis talk about it. It's all in the Bible. It's everywhere you go. And if you just take a moment and recognize that connection is through that universal consciousness, it's like your subconscious. You don't have to tell your heart to beat. You don't have to tell your lungs to breathe. Yeah, Judy. Wolf's eyes, running full sprint. So awesome. They are so massive. They're huge. They are really big. And when you're looking at it next to your sled, it's like, oh, wow, perspective. Yeah. Yeah, it was. But the really cool part was it was a lone wolf, and we had that moment. I mean, I was just sobbing like a baby, riding over 100 miles an hour, sobbing like a baby. The ridiculousness of it all, right? Look at my little veins coming out. Yeah, so awesome. Incredible. There is a river, Old Woman River, and a cabin, Old Woman Cabin. And there are so many stories out there of the hauntings out there and stuff. Woo! So, Missy and I stopped and got a picture at Old Woman Cabin. It is so funny. We're probably the only pro class team to be taking pictures on the trail while we're racing. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, it was so funny because all the mile markers for the Iditarod, they have these huge tripods. And then they've got the mile marker on the tripods. And because there's that time in winter, there's so much snow. You know, I stood by the tripod before I left Alaska, and you could see they're huge. They're massive. And then if you look at the picture of me standing by the tripod, I'm at the top of it. So you can imagine that's how much snow is underneath. Lots. It's pretty awesome. And so when we were booking, my favorite number is 713. And so I kept saying, oh man, if I come up on Iditarod trail marker 713, I'm going to stop and get a picture. And so here we come. 711, woo, 712, woo, 713, wow. I stop and turn around and I get off and I'm trying to, this is back in the day where we had the old cameras, so I'm like trying to get a picture. And I had my Pia light on my helmet. So it was turning out to be a mess. Next thing I know, here comes Missy. What are you doing? Guess what? Give me that camera. So she took the picture of for me because I was all a fool all over the place trying to get the. It just wasn't working. They didn't have selfies back in that day. Yeah, it was so funny. So you can see in my picture, I'm holding my hand over my Pia light so I don't blind the camera. What is Texas Jack got to say? Once while wade fishing, dolphins were scooping up the day's throwbacks. One pulled up next to me and rolled to make eye contact. You could see the wheels and cogs turning inside. Felt eerie. Wow. Wow. Dolphins. Whoa. Wow. That is something my husband really wants to do, and my son. They want to surf with dolphins. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. Judy, what you got? Dad's early Minnesota life in 1909. History was, Ojibwa stories. Oh, Judy. Oh my gosh. I should try and share this link so you guys can come on and chat if you want and share these awesome stories. I don't even know what I'm doing on here. That would be awesome. I wonder. Did I just do this? Shabam-a-lama. There you go. You want to come on and chitty chat with me? That might be the link. I don't know. It could be. Oh, I would love to have you come on and tell some, Judy. Oh, please. That would be so awesome. Oh, I love that stuff. I'm telling you. Love it. Yeah. Texas Jack, Papa Craig, you guys come on. Tell us about your bus build. Oh, I'm throwing my stuff all over the place. I've got a pink shirt for tonight's Bigfoot Odyssey because I'm taking Bradley Hatcher's place. So I got my pink button-up shirt. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I don't know what I'm doing here. Is there... Okay. Hopefully. I don't know. It's sunny outside right now. My crocus and my daffodils are blooming already. So cool. So cool. If you hear the snoring, that's Woo. That's not me farting. That's Woo snoring. Don't get it confused. I'm so excited. Let's hope Leon is doing good. Let's see, what other stories can we chitty chat about? Oh my goodness. Did you ever have a shirt that said Alaska, where the men are men and the women win the Iditarod? Yeah, you did that on purpose, didn't you, Papa? That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. So there's a story about that shirt and the Iron Dog. So the year Missy and I ran, that shirt that Papa Craig just brought up was prominent, and all the Iron Doggers hated that shirt. And so when Missy and I were running, I'm not gonna put him out there, but someone told us, "I'll be damned," and he was, spittle coming out of his mouth, yelling at us. I'll be damned if there's gonna be a pink Iron Dog shirt that says Alaska, where the men are men and the women win the Iron Dog. There will never be a pink Iron Dog shirt. Oh my gosh. What? Did anyone else's YouTube crash and come back with the ability to record a clip of a show and send it to others? Oh, well, fancy. That's a new feature. Oh my gosh. You're funny, Papa. You's funny. Yeah, I got spittled on over that shirt. Spittled upon my face because of that shirt. By an Iron Dog champion. Oh gosh. So funny. Awesome, Judy. That will be awesome. It'll be so awesome. Yeah, we're just hanging out, chilling out on Friday afternoon, waiting for Bigfoot Odyssey time. Cha-cha-cha. Watching our Iron Doggers. Hello. Yeah. That's what I need to do, is show you guys, share my, well, I don't know about sharing my screen because, there's that. Let's see where the boys are. Oh, and there is a raffle for the Iron Dog right now that you guys could join. Oh, really, Judy? Yeah. Right on. That'll be awesome. 2,262 miles the top team has already put under their belt. Shablam! Like that. Shablam-a-lam-a-lamma. They are booking. Keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. So excited. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I really do want Team 7 to win. Oh my God. Oh, I want them to win so bad. Oh, you want me to share it on Bigfoot Odyssey? We have a guest tonight. Alaska Naturals. Hey, how's it going? Woohoo! Iron Dog time. Woo-hoo. They are booking this year, right? Oh my gosh, I cannot even get over how fast they are smoking that trail. Shoo! God dang. The year to run. Wow. I say that, but still half the class is freaking scratched. So, you know, it's still rough. But man, oh my God. That's how good these guys are. They make it look easy. When you're riding, when you go look at that video that I shared of Tyson Johnson on that sled, I'm telling you, it's fast. Hey, it's my nemesis. What's up, Mike? WTF, Mike? Hey, Rob. Howdy. We just did my Mindful Souls box. I'm sure you don't care about that. And we're just chitty chatting. And I thought the Iron Doggers were going to be hanging out in McGrath and taking it easy. But guess what? They are moving. Woo! Get it. Stack the podium, Team CC. Sorry, I get just a little excited over the Iron Dog. Just a little tiny bit. It's really kind of the 23rd of February is one of those days for me. Because my adopted mom, now I still have my parents, but my adopted mom, I moved in with them when I was 16. My parents were going through a divorce, and I was on a trajectory in my school in Alaska. And so I was working towards this data processing IT career. And part of it was I had to do a lot to be in the running to get a job. At that time, it was for Standard Oil, and it was in their computer room. And so I was working really hard, and you had to have you had to have some kind of sport. You had like all these different things that you had to have. And so I worked really hard at doing that. And so when my parents split up, my mom went to Texas, and my dad, who worked on the slope, and he worked 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So that was a long time for me to be alone, you know, as a young woman. And I had my brothers and stuff, but all they cared about was partying. So it wasn't the greatest environment for me. And so my mom decided to move me to Texas. And so for 3 hellish months, and I mean, Texas is cool on its own, but I'm not built for Texas. I'm not built for Texas. And so we were in Plano, and it was so tough. And I couldn't fit in. I couldn't get in the groove. I was constantly just melting, you know? And so the Robersons opened their home to me, and they welcomed me in as if I was their daughter. And my mom signed over guardianship of me and sent me back to Alaska so I could finish my schooling and get through doing what I needed to do. And in that, they became my adopted parents. And so we have a very close relationship, and Mom and I were so close. And so her birthday is the 23rd, which is also the same day Missy and I finished the Iron Dog. So it's one of those emotional roller coaster rides for me on the 23rd, you know. So like she said, when we finished, it was one of the best birthday present I could have ever given her, you know, finishing on her birthday. It's pretty awesome. So, you know, that's why that day is a little ooh for me. But, you know, like the Iron Dog, like what? We started, Dale Earnhardt died. You know, we finished on my adopted mom's birthday. In the meantime, ran into a wolf. And so much more. There's so many cool stories that Missy and I had on that trail. Oh my goodness. Crazy stuff too. Crazy. When we were in Tanana, they hold the sleds over because they want you to do a daylight finish in Fairbanks. And so when they were holding our sleds over, Missy and I had we had a routine, and it was rote. Every checkpoint, we did the same thing each time. So when we pulled into a checkpoint and we were doing a layover, hey, Flyby Stu, hey, Sharon. Alaska Naturals. Whenever we'd pull into a checkpoint, we'd always fuel up. We didn't fuel up on our way out. We always fueled up first and then parked the sleds because, you know, there's just I had my reasons, all sorts of stuff, but I just wanted to make sure the tanks were full. Everything was ready to go. So when we go to pull rope, we're ready. Well, in Tanana, somehow, Missy and I pull in, and they always, you know, they keep records of how much fuel you take on and et cetera, at the checkpoints. So they had record of Missy and I taking our fuel. When Missy and I left the checkpoint and we started heading out, as we were rolling out, Missy's like flagging to me, you know, which is I'm out of fuel. It's like, what? How? Now we had spare tanks that were, you know, custom welds that fed into our fuel system. So we had extra fuel. We made sure we even had extra fuel in those tanks. And she was empty. So I'm like, oh crap, something's wrong with the line, right? So we pull over, we stop, we take a look, and we pop they're empty. There's nothing wrong with the lines. The tanks are empty. So we turn around, and of course, this is all on the clock. So we turn around, go back to Tanana, and we're having to fuel up. And they're like, you already took fuel. We're like, but we are empty. Like, so we're arguing with them, okay, because you can't just keep taking fuel, right? So anyhow, someone emptied her tanks while in the Tanana lot. And we didn't know this till we got to the finish line. Someone loosened her driver bolt. That could have killed her. Now, the driver is what is inside under your suspension area in that tunnel. And it's this round piece that your track goes around. And that's what pushes you forward. So that driver bolt is very critical. So by the time we finished, it was walled out in her tunnel, like big time. So a lot happened in that lot. There was a few people that didn't want us to finish. I'll just say that. So we went up against some major odds to finish that race. They did not want women's team to finish that race when Missy and I ran. One's women's team had already attempted it and got stuck in that winter storm outside of Nome. And so there was that curse of the Iron Dog that no woman's team will ever be able to finish it. Well, hi. Never say never. Never give up. And don't let anyone ever tell you what you can do. When you know in your heart and your soul what you can do, do it. Don't let anybody try and dim your light. And the other thing, and I find myself doing this a lot, is I dim my light to make others feel comfortable. There you go, Mike. Karma. Woo, 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 woo. So excited. So excited. So you know what Missy did for her anniversary day? She went and bought a golf cart. She lives in Arizona. She's a snowbird. She goes to Alaska in the summer, and in the winters she spends in Arizona. She's got her Hummer in Arizona and her toys, and she goes and plays and plays and plays. But the little neighborhood that she lives in, they can ride golf carts in. So she got herself a new golf cart for our anniversary. It's pretty awesome. She's neat. Yeah, Missy and I, she dated my brother growing up in high school. And the craziest thing is we did not get along. I did not like her. Ooh, you date my brothers. That's anyhow. So I wasn't quite fond of her, we'll say that. So we spent a lot of time like, yeah, to the point where my brother was like telling my mom, will you just make her stop? Just make her stop, Mom. Just make her stop. Just make her stop. Woo, I made that woman's life hard. And yeah, so one year, this is so crazy. Our story is so crazy. So one year, I had this overwhelming urge to ask Missy for forgiveness and tell her I was sorry for being such a bitch to her. I mean, I was a bitch. Whoa, did I take that to like many other levels? Oh my God, I made that woman's life a nightmare, absolute nightmare. And so I sucked up the ugliness I had held and was like, okay, suck it up. Go apologize. You got to be the bigger person. So I went over there and I don't know why. And I even called my dad. I called my dad and I said, Dad, I have this urge to go apologize to Missy. And he was like, what? What? Really? Hey, Seven Pearls? I go, yeah. He's like, no way. Oh yeah. I don't know why, but I really feel like I need to apologize to her. And he's like, yeah, you do. So called my mom and she couldn't believe it. I told my brother and he's like, yeah, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. You know? And so I showed up at her door and when she answered, she was just stunned. And she's looking at me like really nervous, like, oh God, what are you doing here? And hey, Can Squat. Like, I just wanted to let you know that I've come to apologize to you and tell you I'm very sorry for how I treated you. And she started crying. And she said, you know, I thought I would never see this day. And we just embraced one another. And it was a really beautiful moment. And so I left going, well, that felt really good. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but I did it. It's over. We're good. And so, you know, years went on. And when I ran the K400 with Jennifer, Missy and her husband at that time ran. And so Jennifer and I, we won. We were the women's team to win the K400 that year. And so I told her we're doing the Iron Dog, you know. And so Jennifer was like, okay, all right. And so we started training and getting sponsors. And then for one of our major title sponsors, Jennifer didn't show up for the meeting. I was like, oh, this is not good. This doesn't look good at all. And then we had another training where we were going to do snow, it's like snow caves and, you know, just winter survival training. And even though I had done all of that, I just wanted to refresh all that stuff. And Al, Jake's buddy, had just climbed Denali, you know, so it was like, okay, we're going to do all this training with him. And she didn't show up. And this was less than 3 months before the race. And I was like, oh, this is not good. Now, keep in mind, before the K400, she bailed out 2 weeks before the race. And 3 days before the race, she finally came back and said, okay, let's do it. So now we have a repeat offense, and this is the Iron Dog. There's way more at stake, way more money put down by sponsors. And I just saw the writing on the wall. And I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this with you. And so I told her, look, if you do not show up to this event, this training event, we're done. And I'm going to find another partner. Well, she didn't think I could find another partner because trying to find another woman that could do the Iron Dog is very difficult. And especially 3 months before the race. I mean, give me a freaking break. So I was out at Petersville and I was at the cabin. And it was a sponsored cabin. And so I'm sitting in the cabin going, what am I going to do? What am I even going to tell my sponsors? And then Missy rolls up with her ex-husband at that. Hey, Clip Koala. And they roll up on their sleds. They're like, oh, I saw your sled out there. I thought I'd come in and say hi. And I'm like, oh, really? Well, come on in. Boy, do I need to talk to you. And so she comes in and they're sitting there and they're like, well, where's your partner? Well, that's what I need to talk to you about. She's like, oh. I said, hey, what do you think about doing the Iron Dog with me? She looks at her husband. And now keep in mind, the guys we were with at that point in time wanted to do the Iron Dog. So he just looked at her like, wait a minute. And I already had a full sponsorship ride. So I told her, all you need to do, if you want to keep your snow machine, you can buy it. But everything's sponsored. And so she said, well, let me think about it. And so 5 days later, she come back and say yes. And that's how that happened. Like, just to make that partner switch that close before flag drop. I mean, come on, really? Like that speaks volumes to what Missy accomplished. I'd been training for the Iron Dog for years, just constantly training. And now Missy, she'd raced plenty of races. And so, she was very obviously up to the task. And I trusted her with my life. That's the key. We spent lots of time out camping and stuff together. So, I knew she knew how to survive out there, and I knew I could trust her with my life out there. That's very important, Hello, Club Koala. If you guys have not checked out Club Koala's channel, you have to. You have to. Oh my gosh. You will love it. If you love music and you love couples, check out their channel. Oh, awesome. So awesome. You guys do such amazing music. So talented. You're adorable. They are such an adorable couple. They're a lot of fun. You got to check out their channel. Alaskan Naturals, Petersville, all the times. Yes. Taking pickers. Yep. A lot of time out in Petersville. Yeah. So I'm not sure let me see if I can do this again. I'll try and share the link. I don't know if this is going to work or not. No. Let's try this again. I knew what I was doing. We might get somewhere. Tubers and footers. We just might. Do it for the fun. It's no longer work. There you go. So what did she got to say, Mike? So a lady you once hated and wanted dead, you trusted with your life. Were you high? Well, Mike, she was also the mother of my niece. My brother and her had a child together. My sweet Brandy girl. Yep. We had a lot to overcome, huh? It was an incredible journey we took together, come from that. Because I liked her, and then until she started dating my brother. Funny how that worked out, huh? Yeah. Yeah, let's spark up the happy maker and get this party rolling. Yeah. Sharon, oh, where's home? Your home's in the UK, right? Am I right? Or do I got that backwards? I could have it backwards. My request is next, Club Koala. Woo! Oh, I can't wait to see what you guys do. They do costumes and they sing. Oh, you guys have got to check out Club Koala. Good stuff. Thank you, Flyby Stew. I'm hanging in there. Trying not to get down with all the going on, Making sure I got all my goods in me. Keeping cancer at bay. I'm so excited for everyone. What does that say, Mike? You being a smart ass. I know you are. That's what we love about you. I'm surprised 2 women got along enough to finish the race myself. Right? Well, you know. Yeah. There is something to be said about that. And that's why I am such a champion of women working together. I think it's critical that we break all of the programming, right? That's been put in. Because we have, as women, if you look at the programming, like just Disney, for instance, every single Disney move has one woman that has to get the, she's fighting all the other girls for the one guy, right? So it builds that ugliness, in between women that they don't realize, and they're so super competitive with one another. And there's just all this ugly bitterness that takes place in the background. And I work really hard with my friends and not having drama, being able to talk. Communication is key, big time. And the harder the conversation is, the more you need to have it. That's kind of that kind of rule with me. And so I think it's really important that women break all of those stupid programs of, because when women get together and we unite, shit gets done. Shit gets done. So, yes, I'm still in Oregon, Club Koala. I don't know when I get to go back to Alaska. We're still waiting on trying to decide what to do with my blood work. Can Squatch. One all-women's team. Jackie Page. That's my maiden name. I'm Ronnie Page's daughter. Jackie Page and Missy McClurg. She's no longer Missy McClurg. Thibodeau. 2001 have finished the Iron Dog. Jana Pevin Peterson, 2012, and Danielle Levine, 2019, are the only 2 after the women to finish the pro class. That's not really true. It's not really true. There is a woman, first year of the Iron Dog. She finished with her husband. Can't remember her name right now. She's a badass. That woman is a badass. She lives out in the middle of freaking nowhere, Alaska. She's awesome. Yeah. Women in Alaska play way harder than most of the guys. You're right. You're right. There's something about Alaska women. There really is, right? There's just something about Alaska women. They're just a whole different breed, man. Just a whole different breed, because they have to be. But I'm telling you, if all of us as women decide, you know what, we're not going to play their stupid little games. We're not going to be a part of their, oh, I don't like her because of whatever. I could have easily hated the woman that was running this year. And I'm telling you, I was jealous. I was dealing with all sorts of emotions because I wanted to be on that trail. By God, I want to be the woman on that trail. It's easy to get caught up into that ugliness, but you feel so much better when you rise above it and cheer that person on, right? Or give that person a pat on the back, or give them a hug if they need it. It's the rising above the ugliness. I know, Can Squatch. I know they get ripped on it all the time, especially by the first woman to finish. You think she doesn't chew their butt out on the Royal regular? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. The chemo brain, there's a lot of stuff that I've lost. I used to have a lot of Iron Dog history just right at the tip of my tongue, man. Just blah, 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 blah. I could rattle it off, but chemo brain is just. But I work on my mind all the time. Like I'm trying to exercise it as much as possible. No, seriously though, they have proven that cannabis helps around your neurons on your brain. Cannabis helps the protective layer that keep that protective layer, and it's the only medicine that helps rebuild that protective layer around the neurons. And so they're studying it for Alzheimer's and dementia patients. Oh. Alaskan, that's awesome. You guys are really cool. Yeah, Missy and I, there's another, I'm going to go ahead and share another tough. Oh, Gypsy Road. Hey, can you unbox my soul? Yes, we did it. Here you go. Ready? Mindful souls. Open her up. You're free. Okay, here's a tough story that I'm going to share that has not been talked about. I should have Missy here for this story. We'll get her. We'll get her tied down one of these days. That girl is hard to get nailed down. I'm telling you. So, I'm not going to name the checkpoint just because. But Missy and I come rolling into a checkpoint late at night, okay? And like I said, I loved riding at night. That was my favorite time to ride. And so we come rolling into this checkpoint. We're way ahead of the team that I just freaking blazed past like they were standing still. It was like, pour on the fuel, man, and we were gone. Gone, baby, gone. So we get to the checkpoint, and I'm like, yeah, we are smoking ahead of it. And where's our checker? Hello? 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 No checker. So we sit, and we're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's like, okay, how freaking long are we going to sit here and wait for our damn checker? We're on the clock. Time's a wasting. That team's going to catch up to us now. And I'm not happy because I busted booty to get across that field of ice chunks and shit, leaving them like boom, 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 boom. Anyhow, so I look up and there's this building right there and I can see someone just hammering away on their computer. I'm like, so I start pounding on the door. I'm just, and you know, he's not wanting to come down. And you can see him like look out the window. And I'm just like, answer this damn door. I'm gonna beat this building down if you don't come out. So he finally makes his way down. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm from out of state. I'm just here working on their systems. And since I was a systems person, I was like, cool, I'm a blah, blah, blah. And I started sharing our network and admin and systems analyst details. And like, good, we got creds. Good. You know what? I need you to call this number right now and find my freaking checker. He's like, what? I guess. Okay. All right. So Missy and I decide, well, we're going to go door to door. What else can we do? So we split up. Now, keep in mind, we are in a village. Hey, Seven Pearls, we're in the village. Let me see if I can do that. Howdy. So
sure do
we go in, and how you doing?
Doing good, Arn.
Thank you.
Keep on going. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Just fine. Keep on going with the story. I'm just here for moral support.
Okay, thank you, sweetie. So we decide we're going to split up, and it's in the middle of the night, and we're in a village where we don't know anybody. Okay, 2 women in the dead of night going door to door. It's a little dangerous. So we went door to door, knocking on the doors. Do you know where our checker is? Hello, do you know where our checker is? Hello, do you know where our checker is? We made it through the whole village. Both of us. They were coming around. You know, they're not big villages out there. And we come around and we meet up, and it's the last house. And the guy, they had a big, huge party that day, and he was asleep on the floor. So we had to rally and by the time we got the checker back, we had lost well over an hour, almost 2 hours worth of time. So much time was gone, and we never got any of that time back. They never credited us any of that time back.
Well, now that's not fair.
No.
That's really not fair. And
No.
and you can't play the woman card when you're in a man's world doing a man's race. You can't play the woman card. You've just got to be bigger and badder than they are, faster than they are. And we women, we do know how to outwit a lot of things in life. And even on a trail, I would imagine you and Missy were plotting and scheming about how you could get across this area or that area faster than they could. And you knew you were lighter,
Oh, I don't know about that. I was pretty buff. I was pretty buff.
Iron, we're so proud of you, and a lot of us worry about you when we don't hear from you. We wonder how you are. We know things are tough, and it's tough. I thought it was pretty interesting what you were saying about cannabis and the brain. I had no idea that. And is that the mylar sheath? Well, I mean, what part are you talking about?
It's a protective layer that's around your neurons, and each neuron has like this film area, and it wears away with time. And they found that, like with Alzheimer and dementia patients, that is gone, like it's non-existent. And once that protective area is away from those neurons shrink and they're gone. And once you lose those neurons, that's what holds those memories and stuff. And they go. And so what they've found with cannabis is that it is on there, it actually helps keep that intact and build it up, which is amazing.
Well, I'm all bedraggled right now. I didn't fluff and puff up for everybody. And it's just because, Iron, very seldom do you drop that link in your chat room. And I thought, I've been wanting to get up here and talk with you for quite some time. So I just shrugged off that I look like something the dog barfed up today.
Oh, hon, you look beautiful all the time. You always look beautiful, Seven Pearls.
Can't tell you how proud we are of you. That iron dogger, iron will, spirit, drive, and determination. You developed that at a young age, didn't you?
Yeah. My mom and dad used to joke.
Territory.
Once I've set my mind to something, it's done.
Right. Don't tell a woman she can't do something when she's stubborn-headed. She's gonna prove you wrong every time.
Yeah. When this vein gets a popping, whoo.
Yeah. That's fact. Hello to everyone in the chat room. Y'all just have to forgive my appearance. I probably wouldn't care if I was half dead. The opportunity to just sit next to Iron is an honor.
Sweetie.
And y'all ought to click that link on StreamYard and come on in here with her.
I should share it again.
Yeah.
Let's have a party.
Y'all ought to just come on in here with Iron,
Let's party.
That's right. I heard you say no work, let's party. I lined right on up, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be here for a little bit longer. I've got Bigfoot Odyssey on here in a little bit. I got to get ready I got my pink button-up shirt so I can make sure that I fill Bradley's place properly.
We're going to start calling you the Pink Panther.
Wow.
Yeah. The
That's
lady
the
in
costume
pink.
I wore when I jumped in the lake and did my polar plunge.
Oh, wow.
I wore a Pink
Golly.
Panther jumper.
You know, I've jumped in some mountain streams before when it was 80 and 90 degrees outside, and the mountain stream was just amazingly cold. And, you know, that's like a million needles poking y'all at once. You jump in, and you come out going, why? A
Yep.
shock.
Well, I had such severe nerve damage that I thought if I plunged in the water, the freezing water,
Oh,
it would,
regenerate
recharge
nerve.
my nerve system. And I was telling my doctor, look, this is my plan. And he's like, it's nuts, but okay, you go with yourself. He's like, I'm intrigued to see if it works.
Way down south, we call that no guts, no glory. It's
There
all
you
the
go.
way or nothing.
Go big or go home.
That's right. You only live once. Make it count.
Yep. So I promptly called my sister and said, hey, you want to do this with me? Yeah. Whenever I do stuff, I like to include everybody. Like, hey, I'm going to do this stupid thing. Does anybody else want to join me?
Yeah, are you crazy enough to come with me? That's right.
So
And
my
you get
sister and
and
my niece went with me, and we all three, hand in hand, plunged into that water. Well, that's how we learned my niece can walk on water. And she just left us.
I guess so, flying on air.
Yeah, they had hot tubs waiting for us.
And Iron, I can't read chat right this moment. But we're not neglecting anyone down in there, are we?
No, we sure aren't. If you click
Okay.
over, I think on the right-hand side of your screen. Oh, are you using your phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, that's an open doorway. Hold on a minute. Is that what's bugging you? What, the right side of my screen has what?
Well, there should be two little
Oh,
tabs for chat,
oh,
private chat,
chat.
and chat.
Durr. Okay, can you still see me when I do
Yep.
that?
Yep. We can still see you.
Okay. Because my whole screen goes gray.
Yeah. When you pull out, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, where'd you go? Wrong button. Let me put this back in here. Hope she come back. That's okay. We're all learning this. Well, some people know how to use this system well. I'm not one of them. That's okay. We can all learn together. That's what it's all about, right? Dave, what's happening? Do you like Mindful Souls? We got so many goodies. We got our backflow incense. We got our strawberry quartz, Tourmaline, and our little incense burner. See the little turtle and the crane? Good stuff. Oh, and our bath bomb. That's what came in our package this month. Goods. Oh, there she is. There you are. There you are.
I think I'm having internet glitches a little bit today. It's been real quirky down here lately.
Yeah. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
are having a lot of problems with their internet.
Yeah, it's been really quirky. You know,
Yeah.
it's Mardi Gras time down here, huh?
Is it?
Oh yeah, la Leslie Bon Temps Roulette.
Oh, that
I
means
don't even
Lent's
know if
around the
I said
corner.
that right. Oh yeah, big parades are rolling tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. You know,
That's awesome.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it gets wild down here.
Now, Alaskan Naturals, the Journey, are they starting the Ferrandi event up there in Alaska? I think Ferrandi starts now too up there. And they do ice sculptures and the Iditarod races and all of that stuff starts happening. Yeah.
We have sand sculpture contests down here.
That's awesome. I saw a clip where a new, and I don't know if it was a real clip or it was one of those spoofs or whatever, but I think it was real because the guy's face, you could just see it fall. But this woman reporter was like standing on this little stool thing next to this gigantic sand, and she fell into it.
Excuse me. That sounds like a great blooper.
Right. It was a blooper, and I'm not sure, like I said, I don't know if it was like for real or if that guy really just watched his month's worth of work just go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, because some of them put their heart and soul in all that, you know. And
Yeah.
I don't think they can use clay, but they can use other different types of sand,
Oh, and
you know.
hairspray, right?
Yeah, they have their little tricks of the trade that, you know, and I'm not very artistic, you know,
I
but some
try.
people can just draw and do such amazing things. You know, after Hurricane Katrina, an artist down here took a chainsaw and all of the live oaks that the hurricane had just literally destroyed on the beach, you know, because I mean, the South has live oaks and moss hanging in. And the majority of them that got destroyed, he took a chainsaw and he was very artistic and he carved the stumps of those oaks. You know, some of them were 10 and 15 foot tall, but he carved them into dolphins, porpoise. He carved them into crawfish, dolphins, and to date they still line the highway.
Wow, that's
So he
fascinating.
took something that was a tragedy and turned it into art, you
That's
know, because
beautiful.
I mean to grow another live oak that big, you know, that would take 50, 75 years, you
Long
know.
time. Hey,
So yeah.
Sherry. Wow. Oh, I would love to see that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
And you know, Iron, I'm so proud of you in
Aw.
so many different ways. You give us such inspiration. You know, we have seen you appear when we knew that you were just dragging the floor and you would muster up the courage to just come on anyway, no matter what you looked like or felt like, just just to push through the day and just to share some love. And, you know, that's what the human spirit is all about. You know, when the chips are down, we've got to find a way to hold our chin up. And y'all out there need to know that in those chat rooms, you have kept Iron Dogger going. You are some of her inspiration. She's our inspiration, but y'all are just as important to her as she is to us. And I think I should say that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Seven pearls. Very well said. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of times where I'm like, I'm just not sure, how I feel. Like I said, like the 23rd is one of those days where you're up and down, and when you reach out into chat, it's a good place to just get your head out of that space and somewhere
Yeah,
else.
just air it. Yeah, just try something on new for a change. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And here we
I don't
are.
think I don't think anybody in chat really knows what an honor it is to just be able to talk with Iron Dogger. You know, she represents a lot for women, and not just for women, for anybody who's down and out and going through a hard time. You know, we have seen Iron push through, doll up anyway, put her makeup on anyway, you know, and there was times I could notice that Iron really felt like she was scraping the floor and she wasn't faking any smile she gave, you know. That is remarkable resilience, and yes, we all need a lesson from that, Iron. You give us such inspiration. You know, I can't commend her enough for that. She's my hero in a lot of ways, folks.
Aw, seven pearls. Give you a big hug.
If only I could, you know. I tell you,
I
I
know,
fly up
right?
there just to give you a hug. I'm telling you.
One of these days, we got to go. What do they say in the metaverse? You can do that? Oh, that's so weird.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I'll be like I Dream of Jeannie and let me just zap for a minute.
Right.
Barbara Eden. Yeah, we loved her.
I can't wiggle my
Yeah.
nose.
Girls will be girls. You know, what are your plans after you know, I know you're taking care of yourself now, but you seem to have such a zestful nature that I know you're plotting and scheming already on the next adventure. What are you gonna do?
Well, there is an SCCA event in March that I'm looking at. And I'm in the midst. I got this awesome message with another potential sponsor. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, but Red Camel Racing. So, that would be awesome. They make the
Really?
and stuff. Yeah. So I'm looking at maybe doing that. I don't know.
Oh, you just floored me. I'm all ears. Come on, tell me more.
Well, we did. When I got my spinal cord stimulator implanted and I wanted to kind of test it out, they had an SCCA and it was a dual event up in Alaska, and it was a 300-mile road rally. And I thought, oh, perfect way to test my back out. So that's what I did. And I called my mom and my brother and my sister, and I said, hey, you guys want to go do this? And they were like, heck yeah. And so we made a family adventure out of it. And so my mom and my son were on a team. My sister and my brother were on a team, and my husband and I were on a team. And we went and rallied 300 miles and did a rally cross.
Oh, that's fun. A family racing against each other. That had to be fun.
So much fun. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. So much fun. There were points where we were all just like so mad. Oh my God. A bunch of Italians just spitting fire and venom.
Hey, I once worked for an Italian lady. She would come out of the kitchen slinging her butcher knife, you know.
Right? Yeah, so that was really interesting, because road rally, they have these weird rules. They don't give you directions. You gotta, and you have to do these courses in a timed manner. So they'll go run the course, okay, and they'll say like, okay, it took us, so you should be able to do this section in no more or less than 16 minutes. And so you're busting your butt trying to do that course in that amount of time, and you're given the most vague instructions possible. So with road rally, you have standard rules with when you take lefts and when you take rights. So they apply that rules to the directions. So when you're given directions, they are vague. Like they're a riddle all on their own. So
is it like take a left, right
over
here?
there deciphering script and runes basically while you're trying to rally that time frame. It's awesome.
That sounds wild. Somebody could say right now, take a right, left, right now.
Right now, right now. Lots of those.
There's no time to scratch and think about which way. Oh.
It's a lot of fun. So if you guys have any of those events near you, you should go check them out. It's really cool. And all of the SCCA groups, they also do training rallies. So every year they'll have these training sessions to get people out in their car, and they'll teach them how to rally in their vehicle. And it's a whole day of fun.
Well, what kind of vehicles and how
You
big
can
of an engine are you allowed to have?
you can pretty much rally anything you want. Like I rallied my Suburban.
Oh, you mean you can put a, oh, wow.
Yeah, so a lot of
Oh,
cars are usually like you want a little car, a little quick car, but you can do anything, it's open.
can
That's the
you
beauty
imagine
of
a
it.
Hemi and a Yotoda?
Right? You should see you should see some of the vehicles that show up. It's pretty
Might
awesome.
have to weigh the back end down.
Yep. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I love racing. My whole family loves racing though, so I grew up just loving racing.
The
You know?
need for speed.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I'm like really looking at. Like, ooh, that would be a lot of fun. So we're actually looking at like my husband and son and I doing an event and we have to go to Portland though. And that's we're getting all excited. But they have the Portland track up there is having an SCCA event. So we're thinking of going and doing that. It'd be a lot of
Oh,
fun.
too bad I can't be there. I like to drive, Iron. I'm a heck of a speed shifter.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
telling you.
sure they have an event near you. I'm sure. I'm sure
Yeah,
they
we
do.
we have a drag strip, a quarter
See?
mile
So,
track, and yeah,
okay. Do you
you
have
can make
any?
time and beat time, but
Where's your closest NASCAR track?
probably game
Okay.
Talladega.
Okay. Ooh. Four wide. Sorry.
Yes, down south here,
I
there's a
love racing.
lot of big NASCAR race fans. Yes.
Talladega, they could go four wide. Woo. That's wild racing there.
And
But
as a
yeah,
kid,
so
I loved going to the dirt track. The
oh,
modified dirt tracks.
yes.
Oh
We had a
yeah.
dirt track in Michigan. I was just a little baby, like maybe even 1 year old. It's funny. I was born in California, and my sister was born in Michigan, and my brothers were born in Puerto Rico. Military.
Okay. Okay. My brother was born in the back seat of a taxi cab in Florida.
Awesome. Have a good night,
Uh,
Alaska Naturals. Take care of Wasilla for me. He's up in my neck of the woods. Well, where my neck of the woods is when I'm up there.
have you contacted the person that's kind of close to y'all in Alaska that has had encounters lately? I've got brain fog. I can't remember their name.
Mm-mm.
There's someone who lives not far from you in Alaska, from the camp, that has had Bigfoot encounters. And I just can't remember their name. Anybody in chat know what I'm talking about?
I know Fred had his encounter down outside of Bristol Bay, which I think it was like 200 miles up the headwaters from Bristol Bay.
I just know there's someone close to you. You might want to go check out their area and meet them. And when I can remember their name, I mean, I'll remember it eventually.
I want to meet up with Lane County Bigfooters. I want to meet up with her so bad. Oh, I want to meet her so bad.
Where?
She's right here in Oregon, like right in this, because we're in Lane County. So yeah. So when I saw that, I was like,
sounds doable. You just need to put a few shout outs.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to hook up and go scouting around areas, and she can show me a thing or two. Because man, woo, she knows what she's doing out there. I don't. I get out there. I'm telling you. I'm probably more entertaining for the footies than anything else.
Well, one of your last videos, you were on the Oregon coast, you were at the beach, and you were exploring the trails, and you were looking down in the roots Okay, and you were getting ready. Oh, if I could only crawl under there. And I'm thinking to myself, Iron, you need some tick spray first.
you know, Seven Pearls, that's something that needs to be said. Us Alaskans coming from Alaska to the lower 48, we just don't even know what we're in for. Like I don't even think about that stuff. And then, like, I think you said something about ticks, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, you're fixing to crawl under a whole bunch of roots that hadn't been crawled under in a while, and you're curious. And I'm thinking, no, Iron. I'm mental telepathy, and I'm going, no, Iron. No, you're not prepared yet, Iron.
They got
You're gonna need
critters
a
in
bath,
there.
and you may need vinegar, and yeah, something. Yeah, you be washing that out of your hair.
Yeah. Yeah, being until I just watched a video of some woman getting a bot fly removed from her. I'm like,
Iron. For those of y'all who are eating dinner, you'll just have to overlook that.
Lots of love.
Iron. I got to wipe that thought out of my mind.
What do you think about that, Woo? Woo's standing here at attention.
How come y'all are too afraid to pop up here? Y'all come on. Who wants to get up here and talk to Iron? I'll bow out gracefully. I sure will.
You don't have to. You don't have to. We will have to get going here soon because I got to get ready for Bigfoot Odyssey.
All right.
That'll be fun. It's going to be Mark Zasky and I tonight filling in for Brad and Carrie.
Oh, wow.
That'll be fun. I haven't met Mark Zasky yet, and since we're both very animated.
For those of y'all who don't know, Iron Dogger is also a very much accredited professional. There's times she's told me things and she was talking about metaphysics, and I'm going, But her mind, I mean, as she's protecting her brain, she is so highly intelligent. I want people to know that this is not just your average, she's accredited, and she's worked hard for everything she has, under her belt. And so, I'm just, yeah.
You can stop in 10 minutes. You can stop in 10 minutes.
Okay. We love you, Iron. That's all there is to it. The dynamite personality you have, your spirit that glows from you, you're addictive, you're contagious, you're zany, you're fun, you're smart, you're brainy. What person in their right mind would not want to have a conversation with?
Probably the people in their right mind.
I have a question for you. When are you going to give Duke an interview?
Duke?
He's dying for an interview with you. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, he is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, nonchalant. I asked him, I said, if you had an opportunity to interview Iron, would you? He said, you bet. Okay, he'd jump at it. And I don't have permission to give him any personal information of yours. So will you reach out to Duke and tell him you're ready for an interview when you're ready? Please, please, please.
Aw, okay. I'll do that for you, Seven Pearls.
Yeah.
I told him last night, I said, you know more people in Alaska than I do, Duke.
Right, I saw you write that, and I almost plugged you then in that chat room, but that wouldn't have been fair to the channel we were on. So
yeah,
so I had a chance to do it in person right now.
Yeah, I always have to be careful because I'm always like, especially during Iron Dog Week, because everywhere I'm going, I'm like, it's race week.
Yeah.
I'm coming
I thought, well, that's got to be better than the Super Bowl. Well, that's just awesome adventure. I mean, as you were giving the shorts and you were showing, because I tuned right on into that and then tapped up the site and went, wow, okay, I can't imagine doing that on a snowmobile. And when you were talking about it the other day, with someone about, yes, iron, ignorance, no, I did not know snowmobiles could be boats. I really had no idea. I mean, I could do 60 on a jet ski on the water, but I had no idea that a snowmobile can travel 75 miles on the water.
Well, that is like total distance. Like you've got chunks and chucks that like that's like all the water crossings chunked together.
Is it only the tracks that keep it afloat? If you slow down, you sink, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
If water gets up on your belts, you're done.
Oh my God. So the whole time you're doing that, going across that watery area at the beginning of the race, when you showed me that, I looked at it and went, my God, that's all over water. She wasn't kidding. Snowmobiles
not at all.
or can be boats. And I went, that you taught us something. You taught me something new. I've never had the opportunity to get on a snowmobile. Okay.
Oh.
I love jet skis. Okay.
You would like it then. Hey, Patrick, come join us, Patrick.
Please do, Patrick. Come on up here, Patrick. I'll bow out gracefully.
No, you got to stay on with us, Seven Pearls. We'll make a Patrick sandwich. We'll put them right in the middle.
Ooh.
Patrick sandwich.
Oh my gosh. Iron, as much of an imagination that you and I have. Oh God, Patrick, you better sit right where you're at.
He's got to grab him some food. He's like, I'm not getting in the middle of that. No way.
Last time he said he was going to grab some food, he teased us all. He was headed for a bacon, mushroom, Swiss cheese burger. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It wasn't too long after he mentioned one of those. I had to go get one for myself.
Yeah. Now that's what I'm going to be thinking about.
And for those of y'all who don't know Patrick, yes, he's researched Bigfoot in a certain area in life. He's very adept at it. He really should talk with us more about it live. Hint, hint, Patrick.
Hint, hint. Your dinner can wait. I'm kidding. Oh, I should keep a close eye on the time.
Yes, ma'am. And I am going to bow out gracefully. Thank you for the opportunity to just sit next to you, see your smiling face, and all that zest rub off on us. We love you, Iron, and we're always going to be in your corner, okay?
Thank you,
tell your lovely family. Oh yeah. Tell your lovely family we said hello, okay?
I will.
And I'll bid you adieu.
Are you heading out?
Yes, ma'am. I love you, and
I love you too.
Everybody in chat.
Okay, maybe we'll do this later.
All right, adieu.
All right. See ya. Well, that was awesome. That was so awesome. Thank you, Seven Pearls. You're such a sweetie. Gary Spikes, what's up? What's up, Pops? Yeah, I better check my time. I'm always late. My mom said I will be late to my own funeral. You know how that goes? Oh, I just about gave myself a heart attack. Just about. So what else you guys got to go going on? You got to go get Nana, Papa. Give her some loves. Enjoy your dinner, Patrick. Maybe tonight I'll do another live, and then we'll talk some more racing. I'm going to learn how to to share my freaking screen so I can bring up the Iron Dog and we can talk some speeds and some stories, and I can show you shit on the map and be like, see right there. But if you guys go check out that video that I posted in my community with Tyson Johnson, he's an Iron Dog champ, total badass. And Tyson Johnson, his brother is one of the troopers on Alaska State Troopers show. Johnson, same family. Excellent. They a great Alaskan family. They have a lodge. They're awesome family. Beautiful people, really, through and through. His parents are amazing. So if you get a chance, go check out that video. And you will see the area that I'm talking about where Jennifer and I came upon those tracks. Out in the middle of nowhere. Like right about where he stops his camera, you see that big open swamp area? That out there is where those tracks were. So you kind of get a good idea of what's out there. Nothing. Nothing. And then you kind of look at it and go, okay, 26 below, out in the middle of nowhere. There's no bill, like you don't see nothing out there. It kind of gives you more of a perspective. It's one of those things where it makes that, are they interdimensional or are they flesh and blood? Well, if they're interdimensional, I can't imagine something wanting to be out there at 26 below just trucking around in the swamps. It seems ridiculous, but I'm not, it doesn't mean one camp or the other is right or wrong. But it does, it just, these little details just add more to the story, I think. What's up, boo-boo? So it's really, it's something to look at least. You kind of get a perspective of the area, at least where I was talking about. And they're out there. Woo! Oh, better buckle up because it's not on fast forward. That is him live, real time, just getting with it. And really, that's not like he could pour some fuel on there even harder. That boy can run fast. So that's just him on a normal run. So, will you, Patrick? Awesome. I didn't know. Okay, right on. Well, I'm probably going to go on later tonight and do another live and talk about the race. We'll see. I don't know. Do more pop rocks. If you missed that. I'd love to do it. I'd love to chat with you, Patrick. But I had these pop rocks earlier. Good times had by all. All right, tubies and footers. I should probably get going. Oh, you guys want me to show? I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you something. I got a new little something. It was gifted to me. Okay. If I can unwrap it. Probably not without breaking it. Okay, prepare yourself. It's one of those things. Oh, see, I'm trying to break it already. See? Okay, it's a glue. Ooh, there's part of it. This is my dunce cap. Hey, Jody. Good to see ya. Keep on running by. Wave as she's running by. Okay, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Look at that cute little thing. Isn't that cute? What did they call it? It is called, it's a boo bong. How cute is that, huh? Oh, it's so cute. Ew. It's a trumpet. In case you didn't know, it's a trumpet. Or it's a vase. I have a flower somewhere. Yeah, it's a vase. 3 flowers or trumpet. All right, here you go. That's so cute. Maybe we'll try that out later on tonight. You guys can join me after everybody shows and we'll all just kick back relaxing, chilling out, right? It sounds like a good time. Yay. All right, I better go get this mess taken care of before I got to go on, act all serious and behave myself like a good girl. All right, tubers and footers. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for doing my Mindful Souls unboxing. Let me see how much of this I can hold in one hand. Come on, fingers. Ta-da! Oh, and the bath bomb. Oh, we can do like, what was that movie? Gag ball? Yeah, no, that ain't happening. Make you laugh, though. All right, tubers and footers. I love you all. Give you big hugs. Ooh! And we will see you later. Take care of yourself. And remember, never, ever, 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 ever give up. Love you lots. We'll see you in a few. Take care. Have fun. Toodles. Thanks for coming. I think I'm doing this. Right?